Deep beneath the cold gray waves of the Baltic Sea, something waits in the dark. It is a story that starts with treasure hunters, but ends with a question that echoes from the abyss. In June 2011, a Swedish team called Oceanex was doing what they do best, scanning the seafloor for sunken riches, old shipwrecks lost to time. They were charting the vast, silent floor of the Baltic when their sonar pinged. Something was down there. Something big. The image that slowly resolved on their screen wasn't a galleon or a submarine. It was a perfect circle, 70 meters wide, a colossal, symmetrical disc resting nearly 300 feet below the surface. The crew stared, thinking it had to be a glitch, a strange rock formation. But the more they looked, the more unnatural it seemed. It looked designed. It looked like a giant craft, parked on the ocean floor. Intrigued and a little spooked, they knew they had to see it for themselves. They prepared for a dive, but as their remote-operated vehicle descended into the crushing dark, strange things began to happen. The closer they got to the object, the more their equipment went haywire. Compasses spun uselessly. Satellite phones cut out. The ROV's lights flickered on and off, as if fighting against some invisible force. Finally, through the murky water, the shape emerged. It was a colossal, stone-like structure, but it didn't look like any rock they'd ever seen. It was covered in soot, with scorch marks streaking its surface as if it had endured incredible heat. The surface itself was unnervingly smooth, featuring straight lines, right angles, and strange grid-like patterns that looked like corridors melted by time. Diver Peter Lindberg, one of the founders of Oceanex, managed to get a sample. His description sent a chill through the crew. He said the material felt metallic, but burned. Their attempts to study it were met with constant resistance. Equipment jammed. A strange, low vibration seemed to pulse through the water, a rhythmic thrum that felt almost alive, like the slow breathing of a sleeping giant. When they reviewed the sonar logs back on the ship, they discovered something even more impossible. A long, straight trail was carved into the seabed behind the object, stretching for hundreds of meters. It wasn't a natural trench. It looked like a scar, as if this massive object had skidded across the ocean floor before coming to a stop. The shape, the skid marks. It was all too familiar. Some on the crew joked it looked like the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. But nobody was really laughing. They sent their findings to geologists and marine experts, hoping for a simple explanation. The consensus was baffling. The rock samples were basalt, a type of volcanic rock. But here's the problem. There is no known volcanic activity in that region of the Baltic Sea. It simply shouldn't be there. The mystery only deepened when the Oceanex team decided to return for a second dive weeks later. As they approached the site, the area was shrouded in a strange magnetic fog. Their GPS signals vanished completely. Once again, their cameras flickered and died. The divers who braved the depths this time reported something new and deeply unsettling. Small, glowing orbs of light moving just at the edge of their visibility, circling the massive structure like silent sentinels guarding a secret. And then came the sound. Through their communication headsets, a noise began to filter through the static. It was a deep mechanical hum, rising and falling in a perfect, hypnotic rhythm. One diver later described it as the sound of a machine still running. On this dive, they found what looked like a set of stairs carved into the object's side, leading down into the darkness. But every time they tried to descend, they were hit with a wave of sudden equipment failure, intense nausea, and an overwhelming, primal fear that forced them to retreat. The team surfaced in silence, profoundly shaken. None of them spoke for hours. When the images and data were finally released to the public, the scientific community was largely dismissive. They called it a glacial deposit, a unique but natural rock formation. Yet, the anomalies couldn't be explained away so easily. Why did all electronics fail near it? What caused the strange magnetic interference? What was the source of the mechanical hum and the mysterious lights? Later, unofficial satellite scans of the area suggested the structure emits a faint, cyclical signal, repeating every 6 hours like a slow, steady heartbeat. So, what is it? The theories are as wild and deep as the sea itself. Some believe it's an ancient fortress, built by a lost civilization before the last ice age, and swallowed by the waves. Others are convinced it's a crashed UFO, buried for millennia under layers of glacial mud. Its system's still faintly active. But there's one theory that haunts the Ocean X crew the most. The one that suggests it isn't a vessel or a temple at all, but a doorway. A sealed gateway resting at the bottom of the world, waiting for some Thingor. Someone to finally turn the key. Today, the Baltic Sea Anomaly remains in the darkness, untouched. No government has authorized a full-scale excavation. No major expeditions have returned to the site. The official story is that it's just a rock. But local fishermen tell a different story. They claim their sonar and GPS still go haywire whenever they pass over that specific stretch of sea. And sometimes, on the darkest nights, they say the water above it glows. The faint, ethereal blue light, as if something is leaking from beneath the world. The mystery of the Baltic Anomaly isn't just about what it is. It's about the chilling possibility that down in the cold, silent deep, something is still awake. And it's waiting. What do you think is lurking at the bottom of the Baltic Sea? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the unknown. If you enjoyed this mystery, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more strange stories from our world. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.